Welcome back to PipesEtc. Glad you could stop by. Well, I've been anticipating this time would come, and I welcome it. I just wonder why it took so long. And by the way, I'm enjoying some L.J. Peretti Cuban mixture in a little 1960s Camoy, the Everyman Dublin pipe. Wonderful blend in a really good smoking pipe. This Brody's Edinburgh tea pairs well with it on this cold, blustery day here in Texas. So many changes have happened this year, but one of the more notable non-pandemic related changes has also begun. As I see it, the golden age of YouTube is over. Am I sad? Somewhat. Mostly disappointed. Disappointed because they could have made better decisions and remained the premier home for us content creators. But they have another agenda, and so they really don't have anybody to blame but themselves. The mind-boggling range of content that is being censored by YouTube, as well as Facebook and Instagram, has become a situation many will no longer accept. In the past, there were no viable options for content creators. Now, there are a number of platforms that embrace free speech. Just what we're looking for. More choices. And people are taking advantage of these new choices. Joining the growing number of fair-minded, freedom-loving content creators that are finding a new home will be this channel, PipesEtc. Yes, I have begun my version of Brexit, YTexit. I will now revert back to focusing on my original intent by limiting topics to pipes, tobaccos, cigars, and adult beverages. So you can say goodbye to all those political cartoons and memes. You'll probably see more of those girly pictures as well. Can't help it. There will also be an occasional segment of Backroads Journal, something I never really fully explored, but I intend to do so now. And soon, PipesEtc. Will have a Parler page. As with Brexit, this shift won't be immediate, seamless, or without compromise. What I hope it will be is a home without the heavy-handed use of algorithms to censor and suppress content. It just seems the big tech elitists have decided free speech has no place in their globalism-based view of our world. Well, they can have it. I'll move on. So goodbye to YouTube and Instagram and their lack of concern for my privacy, and especially goodbye to the suppression of my First Amendment rights. I will no longer be conned by their manipulation of the facts. Going even further, I recently dumped YouTube TV and said hello to Fubo. More sports, less BS. Along with that, I also say hello to Rumble and Parler. I, for one, appreciate having the opportunity to express my opinion without concern for being tracked and possibly blacklisted by a faceless entity. Many should appreciate the willingness they offer to allow the free expression of our thoughts to whomever will listen, without suppression. Pipe smoking has become a pariah to YouTube. Those that are still making a few bucks with them will probably hold out. No harm, no foul. But I expect that changing landscape in social media will convince other content creators to find a new home. And in doing so, their growing numbers will allow new platforms to grow and consequently improve. Along with many other recently converted users, I encourage others in the YTPC, plus the firearms, and preparedness communities to consider making the switch. Just remember, nothing worthwhile came without some pain or discomfort. For those of you that think I'm overreacting, do some research and see just what is going on with social media's increasing influence. I did. I was astounded. Understanding the situation better, I began using a VPN. I switched to Firefox browser and used DuckDuckGo as my search engine. Firefox has a number of add-ons that you can be installed to limit tracking and block unwanted ads. It's kind of funny to see blank areas where there were once all those stupid ads. Not so funny is that when I compared searches on Firefox to those on Google or Apple products, I found significantly different search results. I also removed or disabled unwanted apps from my phone and tablet. Unwanted, which most of them. Was once asked by a friend working in IT, why are apps free and fun? Interesting. He said the answer is so that these companies can gain access to your personal information. You like those little games, but you also gave up rights. By agreeing to those apps, you really have given up the right to track everything that goes through your phone and even your Wi-Fi at home. Having a better understanding of this, I installed a commercial-grade Wi-Fi system in my home. With this system, I can now see who is trying to access my computer. The numbers are alarming. And who do you think is the biggest culprit? First one to guess will get this nice little buck knife, the blue or green one. You can send your guess to my email. I'll have it up here. These are the links we now have to go through just to exercise our right to free speech, also to secure our privacy. No, I'm not a tinfoil hat conspiracy nut. I just live by certain principles. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, we just don't share the same principles. Anyway, enough of the rant. It won't do much good anyway, except for you people watching. Maybe. I was simply trying to explain my thoughts on this new normal we find ourselves in. Well, that's all for this episode of PipesEtc. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope to see you again on Rumble. Until then, good day.